Hey, welcome to What It Takes. My name is Mary Day, and I am on the coach development team for the East region. Here at Beachbody, we have an entire group of people dedicated to helping coaches reach their potential. If you are a diamond coach or above, check out FAQ 7581 to learn more about how we can help you achieve your goals. What It Takes is a weekly mini-series where we ask the same questions to elite coaches, and they talk about what it takes to become an elite coach. Today, we are talking with 6-star diamond, 2-time elite. Side note, she has done all of the qualifications for this year to be elite for 2019. So that's exciting. She's the SE legend for 51 months and leader of Team Own My Own Tone, Danielle Lickteig. So welcome. Before we get started, will you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Of course. Thank you, first of all, for having me on the call. My name's Danielle Lickteig. I've been a coach for 4 years now. And before I went into coaching, I was a registered dental hygienist for 7 years. I came to the point where I was kind of getting a little bored of my job, not really looking necessarily to leave my job, but just wanted something to ignite my fire again. So 7 years into coaching, 7 years into dental hygiene, I had signed up to be a coach. And about a year and a half after that, I decided to leave my professional career as a registered dental hygienist and become a full-time coach now. So I'm a mom of 2. My daughter is 6 and my son Cash is 2. It's crazy to believe that when I first got started with this, my little girl was only 2 years old. My son wasn't even born yet. I've been married to my husband, Chris, who's also a full-time coach. We've been married for 9 years. And he himself was a teacher for 13 years and recently resigned and left teaching. This is now our full-time gig, and this is what we do.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much. How are you introduced to Beachbody?
Well, I think like everybody, I kind of heard the infomercials. I had heard about Insanity, P90X. I had seen people posting online about challenge groups or losing weight or weight loss opportunities. And honestly, that's not what I was looking for at that time. What I was really looking for was a business opportunity. So like I said, 7 years into dental hygiene, I was just getting bored. And so my husband and I got to talking, and we were talking about what could we do on the side from our professional careers that would be fun and would be something that would be our own. So we threw out all these different ideals. We thought about opening up a juice bar. We thought about opening up a sandwich shop with healthy organic foods. And when we realized the financial strain that would cause us, those were tossed aside immediately. So I thought, all right, what about personal training or becoming a fitness instructor? Like something fun with fitness, because fitness was my hobby. I loved it. I was passionate about it, but I already worked full time. I had a 2-year-old. I was super busy. So that didn't sound appealing to me because I didn't have that additional time that I wanted to go clock in somewhere else when I was already clocking in at my day job. So when I seen my now coach, my sponsor, post, I had been watching her for probably 6 months, post about going on trips and posting about the challenge groups. But the one post that got me was that there was a business opportunity, that she was going to train anybody who wanted to join her team and teach them exactly what she was doing. So that was kind of like, that was like my aha moment. Here's your sign, Danielle. If you want to do something fun in health and fitness and you've been watching her, it looks very interesting. This is your time. If you want to do this, you should probably join her training. So I felt like she was like, you got to let me know now. Like her post totally got me. And so soon as I seen that post, I'm like, all right, I'm interested. Like, tell me more. So we talked for a very long time. She answered a ton of my questions. She was also a dental hygiene colleague. So her and I had worked together. I had already known her, worked with her for a while. And so we talked a little bit about our profession, talked a lot about coaching, and I pretty much immediately signed up from there and started my journey as a coach.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And I love how it speaks to the importance of business opportunity posts. There's so many.
Absolutely, because I had seen multiple fit people post about challenge groups and post about weight loss, but I was a gym goer and I was happy with my routine. I felt like I ate healthy, but one thing that I really wanted to do was get into health and fitness. And I didn't know how to make it worth my time. And so when I talked to her and she's like, oh girl, you can do this on your own time. And there's these scheduling sites. You don't have to be online all the time and I'll help you. And I'm like, all right, awesome. I can do this when my little girl goes to bed and it can be on my time. So that's what I loved about it.
Perfect. So once you signed up, can you describe what those early days looked like?
The early days. All right. Well, I was working full time. I had a 2-year-old. I was working my business at night. During the day was not really an option. As a healthcare provider, it was very hard to try and work a business in between patients. That wasn't going to happen. So I worked my business at night, and it was a balance. It was a lot of feeling overwhelmed, trying to figure out things time management wise, and trying to learn a business that I knew nothing about. I had never done a challenge group. I had never completed a Beachbody program. I had never tried our products. I had never done network marketing. I was learning. So it was an overwhelming time, but I just put one foot in front of the other, just kept going from there.
Thank you. What do you feel like are some attributes or habits that you have that contributed to your success?
I definitely say the 2 most important things is consistency, very consistent. And then the other thing, along with being consistent, is being able to get out of my comfort zone to reach out to people and connect with them. So for me, connecting with people, and so I know the company always says invite. And to me, I think connect. Because when I connect with somebody, I don't lead with wanting to invite them, at least not now. Now in the beginning with my warm market, sure, I sent out a ton of crazy invites because they already know, love, and trust me. But with my cold market or people I'm trying to get to know, I just want to build and cultivate a relationship with them. And then from there, I want to see how is it what I'm doing can help them. So I definitely think one thing that is really helped with my success is not being afraid to reach out to people and not always feeling like I'm reaching out to them for a sell, but I really just want to connect with them and cultivate our relationship so I can find a way that I can help them.
That's fantastic, being genuine and actually being concerned about the person. So just a side question here. Did you feel like connecting and inviting was a little bit out of your comfort zone to start?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Even with your warm market. I mean, when I go back and look at my old invites, I'm like, I can't believe these people said yes. But they did. They said yes because that's your warm market. They know, love, and trust you. And if you're consistent with sharing your journey openly online, which I was, and I was excited about it, and I was talking about it, you're going to intrigue them. They're going to be interested. And if they're not, they're going to come back around because you're consistent. They see that you continue to show up.
Perfect. What advice do you have for a brand new coach who doesn't know where to start? What can they start doing today to achieve long-term success?
Start sharing immediately. I don't know how many coaches, even my own team, will say, hey, do you think I should complete my challenge group before talking about it? I'm like, no, you should go ahead and talk about it now. Why? Because you're excited. Things are happening. The first time I did my first program is when I signed up to be a coach, and I did our nutrition plan, and I started to see results, and I started to be more consistent in my workout. And I was excited about it. So I was talking about it. I was posting about it. I was talking to the ladies I worked with. I think the number one mistake that new coaches make is they want to run and hide. Like, why do you want to hide? You want to talk about this. This is excitement. And, it's planting seeds. So when you do post that transformation or that challenge group call out, they're like, oh, I've been watching you and you've really, gathered my interest. So definitely sharing would be the number one thing, talking about it ASAP.
Love it. What about the coach who is struggling or who is thinking about giving up? What advice do you have for them?
That's kind of a hard one because I feel like you need to know why to gear that answer. But if it's a general one, I think I would probably tell them to focus on them and to really focus on their own health and fitness journey, dive into personal development, and just slowly start to share what they're doing and put one foot in front of the other. So whatever it may be, I feel like they should kind of pull back, focus on themselves, but still continue sharing. Doesn't mean that you have to quit coaching or give up. It just means you need to refocus your energy on yourself. May that be personal development, may that be your health and fitness journey, whatever it is, but continue to put that information out there, continue to share. And then when they feel like they're balanced again, then they can go back into learning coaching and really start to move forward.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. I love that. I'm a personal development junkie, so I absolutely agree with that, because you got to start with yourself, right? Can't pour from an empty cup. What is the best advice someone has given you regarding your business?
So I definitely say the best advice would be to treat this like a business. It's really easy to sign to be a coach and treat it like a hobby or throw it to the side. But some top leaders had told me, if you treat this like a six-figure business, this will eventually pay you like a six-figure business. So I am very serious about everything I do. So the second I signed up to be a coach, I took that information and I totally put it up here in my head, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to sit down and I'm going to work my business every day, just a little bit at a time. And I'm really going to treat this like an actual business. Nobody's telling me to clock in. I don't have that. Only myself, only my inner self, and what I plan to do with this business. So really focusing on that vision and where you're going and treating this like a business instead of a hobby.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Sorry, note break. Couldn't write that fast. Okay, now we're going to move into the speed round. So these are really fast answers. They're pretty fun. Okay, so the first one is, on average, how much time do you spend working your business per day?
I would say at this point in my business, I'm probably at anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. And of course, on weekends, it's usually much less than that. But I always remind people that in the very beginning, I was typically anywhere from 1 to 4 hours, just depending on what was going on. But I was working full time, and now I'm not. I do this full time. So.
Perfect. Okay, what is your average Success Club each month?
Typically, I'm in the 20s or 30s. I strive to never hit below 20. It'd be very rare if that was to happen. I've hit all the way up to 70, but I would say on average, I'm about 20s to 30s.
Awesome. What percentage of time do you focus on your own business versus your team?
I would say probably 80-20. But I know these are supposed to be short answers, but I feel like I always have to elaborate. Unless our team is trying to hit a specific goal, if we're revamping training, we're doing push groups, then I may allot a little more time towards the team. But I really try to focus mainly on my own personal business. So I'd say probably about 80% myself, 20% on the team.
Makes sense. Love it. How many coaches do you enroll each month?
I would say on average, probably 10.
Okay.
I'm definitely quality over quantity. So.
Perfect. I love that. Okay, so now the funnest part. I don't know if you've seen this. The hat. Okay, this is a random question.
Okay.
All right, let's see. It says, oh gosh, if I wasn't afraid, I would ...
If I wasn't afraid, I would. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like I've already done so many scary things here lately.
That's a hard one for me too.
I don't know. At this point, I feel like there's not much that I haven't done.
Okay,
I guess
then we need another one. Okay, so Danielle is not afraid of anything. So
okay.
Does not count. Okay, let's see. Let's do another. Oh, this is a fun one. What is your favorite Disney movie?
My favorite Disney movie? Probably Aladdin. See, that's an easy one. I got that one. I love Aladdin.
Yay, I love it. Well, mine is The Little Mermaid. So
okay. We just watched that like 2 nights ago, so that's a very good one too.
I could recite every word, and Aladdin. So yes, we can have a Disney party. But thank you so much, Danielle, for being with us today and for sharing your knowledge. I took a page of notes. So thank you so much for your time and being so gracious and talking to us about your success.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. Bye.